One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool. From the running back position, David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through, and all week long they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to...
Looking to take a shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They'll finally get him out of bounds at the 21, but not before a huge pickup.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Looking for a crease. It's Dupree. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Motion from the wideout. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. The short hands. It's Parrish. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Dupree. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this this offense will go back to work. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Number 88 with the hair.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Snow. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Now on the return. Makes a move. Still on his feet. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far. To add to it here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That's caught. It's Galloway. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this moment.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Got a man. It's Williamson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
With the catch, it's Snow. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Intercepted! intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hagan. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Dupree. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. The inside handoff. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop him to run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He's got him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Williamson. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3-8. Big throw, catch and run on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Trying to slam in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Can the defense stop them again on second and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
A nice job by this offense, put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Firing to the right, complete. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45.
By the receiver.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hagan. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead, life is good. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Snagged out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. Set. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Keeps it and gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes one man miss. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you?
The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Grab near the sticks. It's Galloway. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Hagan. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. They boot it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Under fire. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Parrish. He is going no. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense set on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hagan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Parrish. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Crosses to 45. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Glover. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Glover. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Glover.
This quarterback right now is in his groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught close to the marker. It's Glover. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense under...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer.
Man, it's nice to call plays when you call a pass and the quarterback doesn't see anything and he just takes off and makes you look good and turns it into a run. Nice job on that 2-point conversion.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Galloway. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Glover. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone...
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williamson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The give and tick, 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 tick. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a third and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Fights off a defender. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And first down for the offense.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is